Autophiles first car 2025.
Yeah.
Yes.
BYD M6.
We are one of the last to get it.
I didn't want to be the first. Autophiles is always the last word on cars.
Okay,
Never
yes.
the first word.
Never the first word, the last word.
Yeah. Which is the most important word.
Yes.
After the car is no longer on sale, then you hear about it. This is BYD's, not to say cheapest entry because the Dolphin is the cheapest entry, but
Okay.
it's the best value for money entry.
I mean, biggest bang for your buck lah.
Yeah.
Most metal for
Most
dollar.
metal, most battery.
Yeah, most battery.
For your ringgit.
Okay.
And I put it into, I have an Excel cheat sheet
Right,
for
right,
EVs.
right.
This is the #1 ringgit per
range.
Ringgit per K.
Yeah, it used to be MG4.
Used to be MG4.
Or now is this?
Now it's this.
Okay.
BYD just gave you like 10 extra kilowatt just to give you the extra range.
You need it lah,
you
because
need it.
for MPV the whole idea is long distance ma.
Yeah.
Right now, you bring your whole family.
And this car is pretty unique. So if you don't know about it yet, BYD M6 is basically the only sub 250,000 ringgit EV with 7 seats.
Oh, okay.
If you think about it, there's nothing else actually. There's the MiFa
It's a bit
9.
contrived lah.
I think it's important, man.
Is it?
Think about how many Alzas are sold. Think about how many.
I know, but the guys who buy an Alza is not buying. They are the new Alza, not the last time lah.
No, the new one.
The new one. Yeah.
The new one is encroaching on 100,000 already.
I mean, the feel. This feels like Rolls Royce if compared to.
Compared to an Alza, yeah. As a former Alza owner, I can say yes. You are 100% correct. Besides that significant little niche,
Right.
The other advantage is this: it's a specific niche that no other EV has targeted.
Okay.
Which is we go after utility rather than premium aspiration.
We need to. This is ultimately all cars are appliances. I think most people forget that when they bash EV. They say, "Oh no, Hey, bro, what car you drive?" Porsche 911 GT3 RS. You know,
Exactly.
Bro, no.
There's nothing below $300,000 that even has the inkling of a soul.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you're driving an appliance, and no appliance with mobility beats EV. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was driving on the way here just now.
Yeah.
When I got on Casas, I decided for the first time to just gun it.
Oh, yo.
And
you
I
got
got
an M6.
I got an M6 and it's respectable.
Oh, is it?
I wouldn't say it's the best thing to drive fast.
It's all EV like that lah. It's powerful, it's instantaneous,
correct.
and it's quiet, it's comfortable.
You want to say top speed? Of course, I don't think it's there. I think there are vehicles that are around 125,000 which has a higher top speed than this. But
Yeah.
instant acceleration,
Nothing comes close.
nothing. I mean, they dampen it a little bit to preserve battery. But if you full throttle, the fella can go.
Even if you limit it at 180, most Japanese car, even Supras and 300 ZX are limited to 180.
And you don't need to be going more than 140.
You shouldn't.
lah.
You shouldn't. Yeah.
You shouldn't. So anyway, let's take it for a drive.
Yeah.
And then I can spit some facts about it.
Right, let's go, man.
So there's actually two specs of the BYD M6.
Okay.
So there's a 110 and then this which is 125.
Okay.
And the 110 one, smaller battery, slower.
Range is less.
Range is less. And the motor is less power output.
Okay.
And besides that, a few specifications that are not included. But the most important thing that is not included is there's no ADAS on the lower. Which is a bit of a problem.
It's a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah.
They spec it in such a way to encourage you to go for the more expensive.
It almost feels like they don't want you to buy that one. It's a bit like the Proton EMAS at the lower spec.
Get you to the showroom lah.
Yeah.
Hey, 110 or
Yeah.
108 or let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I was going to spend 90k on the Alza.
Yeah.
I was going to spend 95k on a Toyota, whatever it's called, the Veloz or whatever it's called. The Alza version.
Yeah.
The Toyota version of the Alza.
Yeah.
Congestion ahead.
Thank you.
Wow, the delivery of EV is just so addictive, isn't it? It's like so buttery smooth, you know.
Yeah, no drama whatsoever. But I have to say the pedal feels a bit dampened because of the application lah. This is a family MPV. It's not supposed to be very.
I don't mind it, you know. You look at it from a different lens when you're looking at an MPV, you know. I mean, dynamism.
You don't want to
shut up.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to interrupt your family's comfort.
No, yeah. But man, when you accelerate,
If you do pedal to the plastic now,
it's definitely dampened.
dampened. Yeah, but it can eventually wake up and then give you some rapid burst.
It's quite fast.
Yeah.
It's fast. It's comfortably quiet. It's
There's nothing.
nice.
You can't hear anything outside.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, EV as an appliance, like your Myvi or your
School zone ahead.
Beza, It's so much better, man.
But I mean, what I really find very impressive is that, yeah, it's a 125,000 ringgit car, but you still get multi-link rear.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you still get 310 Newton meters of torque.
Yeah.
And you can do the 7-seat thing with your kids, maybe one domestic helper.
Like
that
sharp,
kind of
the
thing.
turning, no?
Sharp turning. It's
Sharp,
not.
oh.
It's not like they dial back anything except
No.
for the throttle feel.
Yeah. I mean, it's already fast enough. Any faster than this, you'll be like,
It's too
unnecessary. Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like any slower than this, and it feels a little bit lethargic.
Is it?
Which is why I don't think anyone should go for the base model.
Oh.
The base model 0 to 100 is 10.1 seconds.
Oh.
This
oh.
one is 8 plus,
I see. And it has a lower range.
and it has a lower range. Yes. Of course,
You know, if you give me slow but same, I mean, when you're slow, same battery pack, then you get
then
longer
okay,
range.
yeah. But they really cut back on the battery pack there. Good ride, no complaints at all.
Oh.
Like primary and secondary ride are so well sorted. The only issue of the suspension that I felt, it cannot fly speed bumps.
Oh, is
You
it?
see a speed bump, don't do it.
Don't do
because
it.
the back, the weight comes back very, very fast.
Okay.
And very,
It's a
very
heavy
hard.
car.
It's a heavy car.
I feel the heft of the weight. I feel it.
But you know, when you get this kind of floaty feel, you're like, I can fly a bump, you know? Then you go to the bump and it flies and it just collapses ahead.
Wait, let's fly this. I get what you mean.
Yeah. If it's a slightly bigger bump and slightly more speed, you will feel it. This one, maybe you give him some space and see whether you can ride.
It's a hefty car.
You feel the weight when it comes back.
Yeah. It comes back a little bit too eagerly. Because of the weight. I presume this thing is almost 2 ton?
I didn't check, but I don't think it's 2 ton. I think it's more like 1.7.
1.7.
Feels like a 1.7 car. You felt that right? Something is a bit off. It's the back.
It's not a problem, but it's just not supposed to fly bump.
When I did that, I immediately also was transported back to the way my Alza reacts to bumps. It's like, oh, no, that's not nice.
If you're a bit more gentle with bumps, which you should be, then it's okay just now. This last one was okay.
Which makes me also wonder, what does this car feel like when it's fully loaded?
Oh.
It might be a little bit worse than you expect.
Okay.
But I cannot say because I haven't loaded it up.
Okay. But I mean, I'm driving it, I'm liking it.
Decent.
It's comfortable, it's quiet, it doesn't have unnecessary vibration.
Maximum utility and minimum fuss.
It turns in faster, sharper than you expect, man. Soft, pillow-like.
The funny thing is, it's not as wide as I expected. When I first saw the car, I was like, oh, this is even Paul Tan said it's like closer to Innova than Alza size.
Yeah.
But when I got in the car, especially when I took this car and I sat inside, immediately I was like, no, this is wrong. This is closer to Alza on the inside.
The new Alza, not the old Alza.
Actually, I had the old Alza and it feels a lot more like that in size. Not in anything else, just in size.
Okay, inside.
Yeah. Because I went and sat at the back to shoot a video.
I haven't sat at the back. The front, I mean, I don't feel anything wrong. It feels like Atto 3, maybe a bit smaller. Is it? Or around the same lah.
The shoulder, look at that.
It's a bit
the
nearer.
fact that our shoulders are nearly like that, it feels a bit like a Vios size car. The back seats, we'll get into it when we do design.
Yes.
But in terms of
Performance.
range is pretty good, 450 km after I did the conversion.
450.
They will tell you 500.
It's WLTP.
No, they gave NEDC, I think.
And it is 500.
530, I think, around there. But when you convert it, it's closer to 450.
Okay. Which means you can get 400 lah.
Yeah.
Reasonably, you can get 400.
You can get 400.
What is the kilowatt in terms of horsepower?
It's 200 plus horsepower.
Oh, okay. And torque is 300. 310. 0 to 100, 7 seconds.
8 plus.
8 plus, okay. Anything lesser than 8, you're talking about fun already. Actually, right now. Yeah. So this is 8 plus, and I'm telling you, it's not because the car cannot go faster, it's because they dampen it. Yeah. So, what's your score for performance?
Okay, I think in terms of what it is, which is compact MPV, coming from a previous
Alza
owner, it's 4.5. Compact MPV. As a family-friendly MPV, I think it's a little bit too small. So if you're already coming in here thinking it's an Innova, Estima, Alpha, don't say lah, but like Serena even replacement, you'll be very disappointed because the size is not really
a bit
there.
small.
It's a bit small.
Okay.
I can barely fit in the back.
Okay.
So that whole promise of space on the C-pillar is a bit of a stretch. This is literally Alza plus one.
Okay.
That's it. It's not that much bigger than Alza.
Okay.
Maybe the width is a bit more, but that's it. So everything else, performance, quietness, comfort, I think it's a 4.
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. But overall package is closer to 4.5.
Okay.
Because in this class, what else?
You have nothing to compare to.
Let's talk about Serena. Because Serena is when you go 25k more, it's a hybrid. That is a
Hybrid.
proper MPV.
Okay. I can't remember. I mean, it has that headroom.
It has
you know?
headroom.
So it feels.
You can walk to the back. It has proper individual
That is
seats.
what. That was a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, that was a decent for what it was kind of thing. You know, in between Alphard and Alza kind of thing.
One by one, let's compare to Alza lah. If Alza is a 3 out of 5, this is a 10 out of 5.
Alza was a little bit terrible in places, but it's like a you got no choice kind of car, you know. And then the Toyota version was like, okay, minus.
If Toyota is a 3 out of 10,
Yeah.
this is a 10 out of 3 out of 5. This is a 10 out of 5. Alza is cheap.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's the only advantage.
different. Okay, let's compare to Serena. I think Serena superior to this in terms of spacing.
Space, for sure.
The headroom. It's artificial and you don't need it one, but it makes a big difference when it comes to feel, right?
Yeah.
So if that is a 4 out of 5, but its fitting is horrible lah. You know the Tanchong horrible.
Yeah, the brown leather they put there is
It's
feels
horrible.
cheap,
Don't
yeah.
go for the leather at all.
Yeah.
And then it drives like that lor.
Yeah, it's not pleasant to drive.
It's not pleasant to drive.
It barely has the oomph.
So if you give that a 3.8, this would be a 4.2. For me lah, for me.
Right.
If that's a 3.8, this is a 4.2. It wins in some aspect, but generally like 70% of other aspect, this one wins.
Yeah, yeah. I would not, if I'm looking for MPV, I would not buy this car. You know what I mean? If I'm looking for regularly carrying 5 or more people, then no.
No.
Then I would go for the Serena.
Yes, because you can actually carry.
You can actually carry people. And you don't have the range anxiety, you go outside
yes,
and stuff
yes.
like that. And it's still a hybrid, so you
Yes.
save a bit of petrol.
This is for that guy with kids that occasionally carry his parents with him.
Basically, I mean, I don't have kids, but this is kind of the situation I will be in the next maybe 5 to 10 years. This kind of car.
And that guy cannot afford an Alphard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because an Alphard beats all of this. I mean, it doesn't drive as well lah, you know, whatever lah. But in terms of MPV size, you want to carry adults, 7-person or 8-person. Adults in comfort and dignity.
Dignity is not important.
Says the Alza owner.
Former. I'm reformed.
So that is the choice lah. But the problem is that thing is a bit expensive. This one I can see lah. If you most of the time is 4 or 5%, it's okay. But if you carry consistently 6 or 7, no lah. No.
Yeah.
Unless your 6 out of 6, 2 of them are like.
And not expected to grow.
I mean, you use a car for 5 years lah. You know, so it's okay lah. What's your score?
Yeah.
4.5. 4. Somewhere between 4 to 4.5.
Yeah, I think 4.2. to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's a 4 lah. You know, it's a bit small. I feel.
Yeah.
Even though you have to compromise on your usage, which I think from an MPV point of view. But isn't Exora like this?
Exora is
A bit big.
touch bigger, but not by much, and it feels like shit. For me, that 0.2 comes from the fact that I haven't seen anyone else do better than this in this space.
Because nobody else does better.
Yeah.
So basically, for me, yeah, you're right. Comfort-wise, for me, is a 4. Because it feels more like a emergency plus 2.
Yeah.
You know?
And you can fold the seats back and it becomes a wagon. You shove some furniture in it. It's
Then in that sense, utility-wise, very good. You have a lot of space.
If you have one EV, if you have one vehicle, this one can do everything.
Yeah. As a people carrier, not that great. As an emergency people carrier, okay.
And specs-wise, as an electric vehicle, the only thing that is really lacking is the AC charging is typical BYD 7 kilowatt.
At home one?
At home.
Oh, there's 12 hours.
12 hours plus.
Okay.
Let's talk about design.
Okay, let's check out the car, man. Oh, there's a start button. I'm surprised.
But the car starts by itself. It's only when you
Why
turn
do
it off.
Oh, the hell?
Yeah, I know. Trying to figure out the logic.
That's where the cost is. But 2025 is the year we'll see. Because all the Chinese EV manufacturers are gearing up for another round of price war, partially due to the most expensive component inside an EV has now slashed half in price. Which, it's an exciting time to be alive.
To watch the industry and not buy a single thing.